Well, hi everyone, it's Pistol Crossbow Fan here again. Just a quick update to my last video about modifying various bolts that I already possess for my Horizone redback and A.K.A archery Cobra R9 pistol crossbows. And the reason I'm doing this is because at long last the various two-bladed broadheads that I'd ordered from eBay and Amazon turned up about 3 days ago. Ordered them beginning of April, so 3 months it took in total to get here from China. There's an expression, isn't there? Slow boat to China. Well, I think these must have come on a slow boat from China, but they're here now. So I've been quite busy over the last couple of days, and I've got on with what I intended to do all along, which is change how some of the bolts are configured. This is, as you probably know from my last video, how they come as standard, just with filled tips glued in. Nothing wrong with them. They fly reasonably straight. They're light bolts, so they're quite quick, so obviously that aids accuracy. But what the first one I did was to buy some reasonably flat two-bladed quite small broadheads. So I've got a dozen of those attached to the same bolts, followed by these are extremely sharp. I had to watch my fingers when I was fitting them. Again, two-bladed, reasonably flat and extremely sharp. Got a dozen of those. And last but by no means least, these beasties, two-bladed, again extremely sharp, flat broadheads, so they all sit nicely on the rail on the A.K.A archery Cobra R9 crossbow. So yeah, so I've got, as you can see, quite a selection now. I dare say I'll get some more, another pack of 10 perhaps of these standard ones, and fiddle about with those at some time in the future, but I've got enough to be going on with and testing flight characteristics, etc. in the meantime. What I would say, anyone who's considering doing something similar, if you don't buy the glue-in inserts for these bolts, in which you can then screw in a filled tip or anything that's threaded like a broadhead, and you're going to just glue them in, make sure that you use a really good quality contact adhesive like I've done, so they don't move about at all or even come out. Also, another very important thing to mention is make sure, see if I can do this one-handed to show you. Let's just take that one. Make sure that the vanes or fletchings line up perfectly with, that's better. Can you see that's nice and straight compared to how the fletchings sit? If this was twisted and stuck on at a funny angle, what you'd find is that the bolt would become very unstable in flight, and the front end would be steering the bolt against the steering abilities of the vanes on the back, if you understand me. Anyway, so that's those. Weapon Collector recently did a video which he showed, or he told, how he made broadheads for his Horizone redbacks. I've got the same type of broadheads here, But unlike him, because I don't possess a workshop or particularly many tools, I didn't have anything in which I could thread the unthreaded part of the broadhead to screw it in directly into the bolt shaft. So what I've done, I've thought outside the box, and I bought a very thin needle file, a round one, and basically filed down the inside so that it was a snug fit when you pushed on the broadhead, and then again using some very good quality contact adhesive just stuck them on like that, and they're not shifting at all. And again made sure that the wings, if you like, of the broadhead are exactly in line with the wings of the vanes on the bolt, as you can see here. And that's it. That's this video for now. I've just been told that I'm being made redundant in about 4 weeks' time. Been on furlough since this all started, so I've been at home doing my bit, staying in for the NHS. So at least I'm used to not going out much and certainly not going to work. So what I'm hoping is that at the moment I think I've got 98 subscribers to my channel, so I'm hoping to get to 1 million quite quickly. So then I can start earning some revenue. So tell all your friends and get them to subscribe so I can make a fortune. That's it. I'll see you soon. Cheers.